Hey guys, my name is Luke and welcome back to my karting YouTube channel. Today you find me at Teamsport Cardiff. New track for me, first petrol track on this channel. So yeah, hopefully it's a good video, or decent video, you know, amateur. But yeah, this was about a month ago. I was here with two of my friends who are dressed in the Teamsport NPC kind of race suit and helmet. So it might be hard to point them out. I can't really remember what kart numbers they had, but we'll go with it. Track's kind of short, we can do it in about 35-40 seconds, and yeah, it's very slippery on the bottom, like it's a proper old style team sport track, like slippery concrete and then really grippy wood at the top. So yeah, let's once this Okay, so just coming out of the lights test, gone green now. Thought make a quick move, slip up the inside of this driver, straight on the up ramp, chase after the driver ahead, who is actually going quite slow, so I can just fly it right around the outside, and then I've got the apex for the next corner, and then it's pretty flat around here, lift off a little bit at this apex, and then straight on the gas. This is a couple of laps later, nothing really happened, just showcasing some overtakes. Really bogged down there, that was a bit of a mistake, should have waited maybe. And then I think that was my mate there. Don't know what they were doing, slow, but whatever. Left the door wide open for me, so I slipped right through. And then straight down the ramp, braking on the line, just there, flicking it in, and then straight on the power. And then being really careful around this corner. Very, very slippery, as you can see. There is a couple of moments where I do spin out, and also here is just so difficult. The corner just goes on for so long, and you really need to wait to put your foot down. So yeah, it is quite difficult to get to grips with. I also found it really difficult because I misjudged how dark the track was going to be. I've got a dark visor on my helmet, so it was just super dark. It was so difficult, but yeah, just getting to grips with the track, trying to work out that corner so I've got a good exit, and hoping not to spin out, as I nearly did there, but yeah, just trying to chase down the next people. Slip it up the inside. They had a bit of a fight back. I think that was my friend, to be fair. But I knew I had the job done. I had more speed, although I had a really bad exit out of that corner. I knew that I had the speed to carry myself around. There were quite a few orange flags. There were quite a few yellow flags in this session. I think, like I said, people were just struggling with the grip. You know, it's to be expected, but there weren't actually that many, to be fair. There was a decent amount, but not so that I couldn't enjoy the session. But yeah, that goes straight back to green, chasing down the next driver. What my aim is basically to just close up as quickly as possible and then just do different types of overtakes. Like that one, I kind of went around the outside, squeezed through a little gap, but made it work. But yeah, it's just something I want to practice more and more for more races, really. Much better exit compared to the driver ahead on that hairpin. Knew I should back off because this corner was ridiculously slippery, but it was all okay. We got through that quite easily. Round the outside on that hairpin, and then keeping it nice and tight. Slightly tapping the driver ahead, but it was all good. Starting to get confident now. Made some good overtakes, we're getting some decent speed. Coming around this corner, just lost all like, I think I was just overconfident, messed it all up. Tried to spin round but just couldn't. Had to get someone to push me out the wall. So that was a little bit embarrassing. You know, it is what it is. That was my friend there just dropping it, but you know, I couldn't blame him. It happens. Nothing else really happened in this session, so I'm just going to skip straight to my fastest lap of the session, which was a 41.743. Definitely not the fastest. It was the fastest of this session, but yeah, people were putting in like 35s, 36s on the leaderboard, and I was well off. Obviously they're locals and members or whatever. But yeah, no, it was interesting to see how quick it could be done, and how I fared. But yeah, just trying to keep it all nice and tight, flipping the apexes. That was pretty much flat, to be fair. Really glad that the traffic didn't hold me up too much. Was a bit out of line on that that corner, but it is what it is. And yeah, across the line. Happy with the session, got a good feel of the track, knew where was slippery, where I could put the power down. It was nice to race with my friends. Haven't done that for a while. I've not seen one of them kart ever, so that was really good fun. Yeah, let's skip straight to the second session. Okay, so straight into session 2. I realised I forgot to press record. Yeah, complete error on my part, but we only really missed the lights test and the first lap after that. So yeah, this is like lap 2. Yeah, so I thought it was pretty good. Again, more of the same really. It was the same group of people on the track. I did get a faster time. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, just again trying my hardest not to spin out, using the grip tape where I can, where it is. Yeah, just really trying to perfect that corner, but it's just so difficult. I was carrying way too much speed in. Lots of people were spinning out there, and the next corner where that driver just was. But yeah, I was happy with this apex. I didn't quite get it there, but overall it was pretty decent. And I realised with the petrol carts, it's so important to get that good exit before the up ramp, because you just bog down so much more than electric carts. And yeah, that was my friend just blocking me, just being a bit of a nuisance. But you know, that's what we went for, just a bit of fun. Really hoping I didn't spin it there right in front of him, because that would have really kind of ruined my day. But it's all good. And yeah, I just pulled a gap, trying to catch the guy ahead. I'm nice and wide for that corner, really clipping that apex, clipped it too much to be fair. But yeah, no, keeping it nice and flat on the pedal. And yeah, closed up to my other friend really quickly. That was quite alarming for me. He actually handled that corner pretty well, considering it was his first time go-karting like ever. Just didn't really see me there. I didn't really there wasn't a move on. I just thought I'd be a bit of a pain. And yeah, hope that he didn't crash into me there. But yeah, pretty good apex. I just had a better exit. And yeah, I was off. I think this section was my favourite. You've got so much grip, just throw it around the corner, which was so much fun. Switch back on that driver there. That felt good. And then a good exit onto my fastest lap, which was 40.291, which is quite a bit faster than my previous fastest in the first session. Especially considering I thought I got held up here. But no, I was happy with that. It showed progress. That all the way around the back, slight lift, and straight back on the power. Again, like I said, the same here. Probably could have gone a bit wider before the entry. It is what it is. And then nice and wide. Clip this apex using the grip tape, and yeah, over the line for a 40.291. That was pretty much it. Again, it was it felt a lot more eventful than it actually looks on camera. So yeah, it was fun. Just might not look it. But yeah, no, my takeaway was going, having fun with the mates, getting the fastest time, and yeah, just having a bit of fun. Thought I'd have a move on, going around the outside, didn't quite. The driver just kind of slowed right down there as well. I apologise because I don't want people to feel like I'm bumping into them on purpose. I didn't. But yeah, that was pretty much it. So let's go to the third session. Okay, so third session. This was a much bigger group. I think there was probably like 12 of us compared to like, I think it was like 7 on the first two. My friends sat this out. They took some off-board shots for me, so I'll try and drop them in this session. So that was cool. But yeah, I just thought, I'm here, why not? Let's play for an extra session. Yeah, it just felt a bit chaotic. I don't know if it will translate on camera, but yeah, it was just a bit nuts. There was loads of people. It was really slippery, of course, and yeah, there was a good few faster people than on the first session. I only came second fastest on this one, whereas the last two I was first. But no, that was good. Like, I don't want to be the fastest all the time. But yeah, just waiting for the light test to finish, and we'll pick up from when it goes green. Okay, lights go green. I sneak right on the inside. I think that driver was just caught napping. Thought there'd be a move there, but it went straight back to yellows. Would have been nice to just, again, sneak around that apex on the inside. Loads of people just overtaking under yellows. There's just no need for it. I know I'm probably like the slowest driver there, but I'm just following the rules and I don't want to get black flagged. But yeah, that was a shame. But yeah, I thought, well, I'll just leave them, let them go, build a gap so I can get a faster time again. But that gap basically just disappeared immediately. But it is what it is, you know. I thought I'm there to kind of race people, get a faster time, so that's what I did. The driver ahead almost dropped it on that apex. I don't know how he didn't, but yeah, I just managed to avoid. And yeah, I was kind of just stuck behind these two people. I knew that the driver would get pushed wide, so I took that place. And yeah, got stuck behind kart number 4 for a little bit. I just found it kind of unpredictable what he was going to do. Didn't quite have the pace to go around the outside of him. And then he had the inside, which was pretty good defending. Pushed me wide into the barrier, so, you know, fair play to him. Did manage to get past him. I think he span out and there was yellow. But yeah, this is a couple of laps later. Just closing up to the guy ahead, which I do quite quickly, I think. And yeah, kind of was going to go down the inside, thought better of it. And then I knew I had the inside here, but I was a little bit too far behind. Didn't want to get black flag for unnecessary contact. So I just thought, if I make sure I get a good exit, then all good. And I did. Chasing this driver ahead. This was probably my most favourite part of the whole time I was there. This driver was quite pacey, and it was nice kind of looking at other people's lines, working out what they were doing, and just having a bit more competition. Not really sure what happened there. I think he kind of pressed both pedals at the same time, really bogged the kart down, and I just bumped into him. That caused him to kind of get a few kart lengths away from me, but I closed down. Was going to lunge down the inside, but again didn't want to risk a black flag. And yeah, I wanted this battle to kind of carry on as well. I think that's kind of why I didn't go for that move. Eventually, I saw the gap, went for it. Terrible exit. He looked at me like, "What are you doing?" And yeah, just took the place again. Little tap, just to let him know I was there. Got a pretty good exit on that corner. He went really deep. I kept it nice and tight, had the inside, and the place was mine. That was a really fun battle. Quick thumbs up to say thanks. A couple of laps I'm not doing very much. Just trying to perfect all the corners, or as many as I could in the limited time I was there. Got up to this driver, went pretty wide, pretty easy pass. And yeah, just hoping again I don't spin here. You can see my hand movements, just trying to really gently move the steering wheel and hope that I just don't end up spinning. It's just a horrible feeling. But yeah, side by side with this driver, had the inside, really slow on the exit, trying to hop the car up the ramp. But yeah, place was mine, happy with that. A couple of laps later, just cut into my fastest lap. Yeah, more of the same really, just being really careful around this bottom section, hoping that the traffic ahead doesn't slow me down too much, but they were actually quite pacey relative to me, so yeah, happy with that. This was a 40.357, so I think slightly slower than my second session, but that's kind of to be expected. There were more people on track. I was stuck behind this driver. I wasn't fighting to get past him, but I think it kind of slowed me down a little bit, just being a bit hesitant. Also this kind of overtake and then he overtook me again, that kind of slowed me down a little bit, but yeah, overall quite happy with that. And yeah, that was my third and last session at Teamsport Cardiff. Nothing else really happened in the latter part of this session, so I'm going to end the video here, just as we watch a little battle. But yeah, no, thank you very much for watching. I've been meaning to post this video for ages, just I've been busy and haven't got around to it. But yeah, I kind of hope that it's enjoyable, kind of. But yeah, that was the end of the session anyway. So yeah, my next video is a 40-lap race from Teamsport Warrington. I was really excited to do that, so stay tuned for that. Definitely won't be as long of a gap as this was. So yes, take care. I'll see you then, and peace.